Hello to you this Thursday evening, and thank you for joining me tonight. As the academic school year approaches, health research scientists and therapists alike are seeing an uptick in mental health struggles with anxiety and burnout across the country for college students. Teams in different organizations are teaming up, whether it's interorganizationally or just across the country, to find different ways that they can help students cope with some of the stress and pressure. They're also listing some ways that parents can help with this as well. Here's more on that story. As young stars and elite athletes such as Naomi Osaka, Simone Biles,
run for Simone Biles now.
This is spectacular. Power like no one else.
and even first-round former NBA player Kwamebrown worked to shed light on the toll intense training, continued media scrutiny,
averaged 6.6 points per game for his career. As the #1 overall pick, that's the second worst career scoring average for a #1 pick.
and personal life struggles can have on a player. The conversation concerning young people and mental health is picking up steam again, particularly as it relates to academia and four-year universities. It's no secret that college and all that comes with embarking on an exciting but stressful experience can create stress and pressure that can be extremely difficult to cope with.
When we talk about depression and anxiety on campuses here, we know that that's an increasingly common experience. Graduate students, undergraduates, professional graduates, we know that about 1 in 5 or more students experience some kind of mental health distress.
In fact, according to recent reports, mental health is most highlighted when students attend college, particularly when they attend graduate school.
This generation of college students and the ones who have recently graduated are in a moment of what I'd call historic swerve, where the rapidity of social, economic changes, globalization, when you think about it dating back from 9/11, the war on terror, climate change, the impact on the Great Recession, their parents, sometimes the loss of their homes, has all led them to believe that the world is a harsher, more competitive place, and also that they are having a sense of constant striving for an uncertain future. So a third of all graduate students today aren't even working in jobs that require a college degree, which also leads them to a sense of the fear of failure, that anytime they step off a linear path, then kind of their future is ruined. So it heightens that sense of kind of doom and gloom and fear.
She also talks about the specific effects such stress can have on a student's mental health.
90% of the Gen Z students that we see have had one or more physiological or emotional symptoms of stress in the past year. What happens when they go to college is that if they're not well prepared in a social emotional sense, and so we focus so much as parents and others, educators, on the academic well-being and the achievements, and kids more and more are very well prepared academically, but they're not prepared well for what we call social emotional intelligence or old-fashioned maturity, how to deal with risk, how to manage their lives, how to deal with ups and downs. And so many of them experience even temporary setbacks as catastrophic, and they respond in a very overwhelmed and distressed way.
And she also addresses how parents can help students deal with this stress.
The short answer is begin to have conversations with your students at whatever point in time. They're in middle school, they're in high school, they're in college now. Maybe they're even going on to graduate school. And talk about the common risk, such as, so there are expectable risk in college, and then there's things that you just can't prepare for. But the expectable risk are you have to manage your time, you have to manage your sleep, you have to say no to parties, you have to manage your screen time and turn off the constant news push or social media feeds. And so part of what parents can do is just talk to students in a non-judgmental way about how's that going? How are you coping? What happens when you have a setback? Who do you turn to? What kinds of things are you doing? Do you share? Do you seek help? Do you maybe use too many, kind of get high moments to get through the day?
Yeah.
So part of it is how are you coping?
And recently, the Wagner College of Medicine and Ohio State Student Life came together to create ways and different strategies to help students cope better. On the Ohio State 5 to Thrive mental health checklist for college students, the first strategy that they list is establish healthy habits that work for you. So you want to schedule stress reduction time, physical activity, and healthy eating like you would schedule your classes and or homework time. The second strategy is to build resiliency and coping skills. So you want to practice deep breathing, mindfulness, gratitude, and changing those negative thoughts into positive ones. The third strategy includes find local mental health support. So you want to explore your school resources and also locate counseling services potentially in a primary care provider. The fourth strategy includes grow and maintain support systems. So you want to get involved in campus life, meet new people, and connect with positive people in your life. And last on that list, don't wait to get help. So you want to seek professional help immediately if you're experiencing symptoms or emotions that are affecting concentration or functioning of your regular everyday classwork or just your everyday routine. They also suggest adding the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline to your personal contacts. That phone number is 800-273-8255. I'm Karis K. Wilson. Thank you for tuning in to GMCN Special Report tonight. Thanks so much for visiting the Karis K. Wilson GMCN YouTube channel. If you'd like to view weekly collegiate news coverage, breaking news updates, and tips for navigating your undergraduate and graduate college experience, then hit the subscription bell right there in the right-hand corner of the video and hit the notification bell. See you in the next video.